Certainly, we regret the fact that the UK government did not take part in the first European round of PPE procurement, and said so at the time. My understanding is that they are now engaged in that, and that would certainly be what we would encourage them to do. We have raised a very specific issue with the Secretary of State, Matt Hancock, and that is around a decision that was taken with respect to the overseas network, where, if you forgive me, yes, it's a Department of International Trade overseas network and the Foreign and Commonwealth Office, where advice was issued not to support new procurement asks from devolved administrations. Now, myself, our colleagues in Wales and in Northern Ireland all raised concerns with Mr. Hancock about that, because actually PPE procurement is a devolved matter, and where we cooperate at a UK level, that is a voluntary cooperation. And so as part of the UK, those Department of Trade overseas networks should be supporting the devolved administrations. We've yet to have a final response to that. He did undertake to go away and look at it, but certainly where we are looking to source new overseas supply chains or have existing supply chains where there might be glitches, have those glitches resolved, we do look to the Department of International Trade's overseas network to assist us. And so having that assistance withdrawn will cause us some problems, and we need to have that matter resolved, as well as encouraging the UK government to continue to participate in the European Union-wide procurement exercise. The final point I want to make is just to be clear on that distinction. So we have in Scotland, as I've said today and many times, a network of suppliers, supply chains, a distribution network, which we've obviously expanded considerably for Scotland, as do Wales and Northern Ireland. When we come together, and indeed NHS in England, when we choose voluntarily to come together at a UK level, that is in addition to those individual nation-owned approaches and supply chains and networks and so on. And that is in order to provide additional assurance, but also at times in a globally competitive market, it would make sense, I'm sure, to everybody to understand that the larger volume you can offer, then the better your opportunity, not only of securing that supply, but securing it at a reasonable price. And of course, as others have mentioned before, one of the issues around currently is where some suppliers are choosing to use the current pressure on supply to increase their prices considerably. A regrettable position on their part, but one that we have to try and work with and take whatever mitigating actions we can against it.